Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a UU match against Joshua, aka ScarfedSylveon. I will leave a link to his Twitter and his YouTube in the description below so you guys can go ahead and check him out. So that'd be pretty cool. So I had this match on my Twitch live stream. That was a pretty fun live stream. If you do want to see me live stream Wi-Fi battles, shiny hunting, all that stuff, there's a link in the description to my Twitch. You can go follow me on there. But let's go ahead and get into the match. So my team is the same team we brought last battle. I have a Crobat, Mega Houndoom, Swampert, Gourgeist, Hitmontop, and Jolteon, and Joshua is bringing a Galvantula, Mega Aggron, Donphan, Florges, Kyurem, and Hydreigon. And right off the bat, his team looks really powerful. He's got the Kyurem. Kyurem is really underrated, especially like Choice Scarf Kyurem is a huge threat, and Florges, of course, is a huge wall. Mega Aggron, insanely bulky. Hydreigon does the most work against my team because my special defensive wall will take a lot of damage from a Specs Dark Pulse. So I have to play around that. You guys will see how I do that. I actually get a little bit of hacks in the battle, but I'm able to kind of come through. So let's just go ahead and get into the match. This was a very, very good battle. This was one of my favorite battles I've had. And so let's just go ahead and get into it. So Joshua's going to go ahead and lead off with his Ether God. I'm going to lead off with my Crobat. Now right away, I didn't want to know if this thing was faster because, well, I wanted to know if this was faster, so I decided to just switch out and I go out to Shuffle because I really do not want this thing to be Scarfed to be able to outspeed me and just kill me with a Draco. That is not something that I want to happen at all. So, but he switches out, so that kind of tells me that he is not Scarfed because why else would you switch out, you know? So it is what it is. He goes up to Hard AF, who is the Donphan, and I just pull a switch out because there's nothing I can do to this thing, and I go out to my Swampert. Now Swampert is a good play to switch in for Donphan because he can't touch me. The only thing he could really be able to do is go for Ice Shard, of course, but that's not going to do very much. So I have Waterfall, and I'm able to do super effective and scare this thing out. So I think right here when he switches out, do I go for Roar? I'm not sure. He goes out to Aether God, and I think I might just go for Waterfall here, or do I set up the Stealth Rock? I do set up the Stealth Rock, so that's pretty nice. I'm able to get up my rocks, which is really, really good. This is another long battle. I've been uploading a lot of long battles. Holy crap. So I'm going to get my Leftovers recovery, and I'm going to pull a switch out because this thing can do a lot of damage to me, and I'm not about that. So I go back out to Shuffle because Shuffle is the only like real switch I have for this thing, so it's not bad. I can also scare it out with close combat, so that's really nice. So he's going to go for the Dark Pulse, which is really not going to do a lot at all because I am Assault Vest. Hitmontop is such a bulky Pokemon. I love using him. He's going to take his Life Orb, so I definitely know that I can outspeed him with Crobat, so that is very, very good. And he's going to go out to Hard AF. So now we're back at a stalemate, basically exactly where we were, so that kind of sucks. And now I go for the Stone Edge, and it's barely going to do any damage because, of course, Donphan's a very, very big physical wall, that's what I should say. So that's not going to do anything. He's going to get his Leftovers recovery, and I'm going to switch out. I wish I could put like Assault Vest and Leftovers on Hitmontop, but of course you can't have two items, but that'd be insane. So I'm going to go out to Hair Arms because this thing completely walls that, and I figured he was going to go for the Rapid Spin, so I did want to spin block him, so that was a very good play on my part, I do believe. So that's good. He's going to get his Leftovers recovery, and here he's just going to switch out. I think I might go for the Leech Seed here. I'm not 100% sure. He does go out to Aether God, who of course is the Hydreigon. So I either went for Leech Seed or Will-O-Wisp, and it is Leech Seed. Okay, so I'm going to get my Leech Seed on this thing, which is really, really nice because, of course, as I said, this thing's a threat, and with Life Orb and Leech Seed, it's going to be doing a lot of damage to this guy between turns, so that's really good. So now I do decide to switch out to my Hitmontop again, but he does predict it and go for the Draco Meteor, which really doesn't matter because I'm really only using this guy to kind of give myself a pivot to this Hydreigon and also be able to like kind of get a free switch if I do die, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm not sure if I live this Draco Meteor, I cannot remember, but either way, Hitmontop did his job, and Hitmontop's just such a good pivot Pokemon. So he does crit me, which is a little bit unfortunate, and I do die. The crit really sucks because Hitmontop was a good pivot to this thing. He could kill me the next turn, but it really doesn't matter. Whatever. So I'm going to go out to my Crobat now because Crobat, we do know I can outspeed him, and I definitely will be able to kill him with a Choice Banded Brave Bird. Crobat is just so good in UU. I love using this Pokemon. So it does go out to God V2, and I really don't know why I didn't predict this Aggron switch. I guess I kind of forgot about it, and I was looking at his team, like I had a picture, but I just think I completely forgot about this Aggron, and I'm gonna Brave Bird this thing, and it's not going to do anything because of course it is Rock Steel right now, so absolutely no damage to him. which is alright, I guess. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to switch out, and I think I go on to my Hair Arms, who is the Gourgeist. Of course, Gourgeist is definitely my go-to switch in for this thing. It can definitely wall him out. Even if I can go for Will-O-Wisp, I can go for Leech Seed. He will not be able to do anything to me, so it really does not matter what I do. This thing will not be able to do anything at all. So we just go for the Earthquake, and watch how much this does. It does absolutely 0 damage. Gourgeist is such a huge freaking wall. I love this thing, so... Gourgeist is, of course, going to get his leftovers recovery. And look, that was like baby food right there. Alright, so he's going to withdraw, of course, because can't do anything, as I said. He's going to go out to Aether God. And I might predict this and go for the Will-O-Wisp, I think. Actually, I don't know if that's would be considered a prediction, but I was pretty sure this thing was going to come in, so. And I have Leech Seed and Shadow Snake, so of course those aren't going to do very much damage at all. So it doesn't really matter what I go for. And I'm going to get my leftovers, so I'm pretty much at full. So I can take a Dark Pulse for sure. I will be able to live. If I get flinched, it's very unfortunate, but I think I do go for the Shadow Snake here, just so there's no way I get flinched, and I do, because if I were to get flinched, that'd really suck, and if I do get this damage, he should die from Life Orb plus Burn, but he does go for the Roost. He does reveal this Roost, which was very like, oh crap, like I really thought I lost the match right here, because if he kills me, then Gourgeist is out of the way, and then he still has this thing alive, and it's trouble. It's really troublesome, but you guys will see how I do play around this thing. Like, the burn is so crucial because it does put a huge timer on this thing, and he does have the Life Orb too, so it really does help. So he does put me really low, and now it's pretty unfortunate. So thank God not thank God, hello. I was gonna say thank God I lived, but it doesn't really matter because I just missed the Leech Seed anyway. But if I hit that Leech Seed, it'd been nice. Like, the battle was too fast for my talking. I was gonna say thank God I lived, and then unfortunately, but you guys already saw that, so we're just forget it. So I do die to the Dark Pulse. It really sucks I didn't get the Leech Seed off, but you know, whatever. But so now I'm down 2 Pokemon, down 2 very good special defensive walls. Well, Hitmontop's defensive too because he doesn't have Intimidate, so. We are not looking too good right now, so I send out Jolteon because Jolteon will be faster than this thing, and I am going to scare him out. I don't know why he's keeping this thing around, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to go at hard AF. I don't really know why, because I was definitely going for a Hidden Power Ice. There is no reason to go for Thunderbolt there, so I do go for the Hidden Power Ice, which is going to be able to do a lot of damage to this thing. It's going to be able to probably be able to take it out after 2 hits. We'll be able to take it out after 2 hits, I should say. So that is really nice. I don't think he has Ice Shard because he doesn't go for it right here. Maybe he was expecting me to like over predict or something, but I just go for the Hidden Power Ice again. I'm able to take out this thing, which is very nice. This thing was a huge defensive wall that was blocking a lot of my Pokemon, so not bad at all. It was really blocking my Crobat, and now if I can get rid of Aggron, Crobat can pretty much run run, what should I say? Run house. That's what I meant. So I'm a little out of the loop today, sorry guys, but alright, so I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. I was actually debating whether or not to go for Volt Switch, because it does take a lot of Life Orb recoil. Well, not a lot, but I want this thing around to deal with Aggron, so I didn't really want to do a lot of damage to it. So I'm gonna switch out to Crobat, because Crobat's definitely the right play here. And he's gonna go for the Wish. Now here he was gonna go for, he could either go for Protect, Stay In, or switch to Aggron. So this was a pretty big part of the battle because I could go for Cross Poison, he could switch up to Aggron, and then I'm in a bad place. I could go for U-Turn, he goes for Protect, knows what I'm gonna do. So it's kind of like, so I don't know, I don't actually know what I'm about to do right here. Either way, like I said, this was a hard play for me. So I do go for Cross Poison because I just felt if he was going to stay in, he's going to take a lot of damage. And if he doesn't, whatever. I have to get a switch out anyways. So I think I'll go to my Swampert right here because Swampert was definitely the right play. He really can't touch me. So I have 2 Pokemon on my team that wall this thing. So that's really nice actually. So like I said, not going to do anything. Swampert is such a good defensive wall. This team I built right here is a really good team. I really like it. So if let's say I like have to face a hard opponent or something, I might just bring this team back. I don't know. So he's going to have to Aether God, who is going to be able to die. He's just sacking this thing off, so it really doesn't matter. He will catch the Roar, which is annoying because now he gets another pivot. So that's really unfortunate. I was hoping he would switch out to someone else, but you know, whatever. So now he's going to go out to Florges, and I'm going to be able to go for Waterfall. I think I just go for, or do I go for Earthquake here? I'm not sure. Now that Hydreigon is basically gone, I can go for Earthquakes. Like if he comes in, he'll just die to Stealth Rock, so Earthquake isn't really an unsafe option anymore, so that's fine. So I don't know who he switches out to. It might just be the Aether God, and it is. So he's going to sack off the Hydreigon, which is kind of nice. So all the roar really did was give the floor just a little more leftovers recovery. So I mean, I guess it didn't really work out, but it didn't really do any harm, so it don't really matter. So now I'm gonna get my leftovers recovery almost be pretty good. There's gonna Itsy Bitsy, who is the Galvantula, of course. And this thing is kind of a late game threat. It should have been an early game. It's kind of weird seeing Galvantula for the first time very late in the game, but it is what it is. I'm going to go out to Crobat here because I figured he was not going to go for a Thunder or anything. And the late game sticky webs are here, and it really sucks because now my Hitmontop's out of the way, but a lot of my Pokemon that I'm relying on for speed, well, not a lot of them. I should only say, like, Crobat's really the only one that doesn't really matter. And I do know how much U-turn does to these Galvantulas because I've actually tested it out. Well, I haven't tested it out before, but I've seen it. So I was like, U-turn is definitely a great play here. So yeah, that was awesome. So he's gonna go after Thunder. I'm gonna go to my Jolteon to get some Volt Absorb. So all that Life Orb damage does not matter at all. And that was a really good play. So because now I have a lot of pivot. I have a lot of control over this thing, so that's really, really good. He's gonna go for the Bug Buzz. I knew that was not gonna kill me. Even if he got a crit, it really didn't matter. I'm gonna be able to go for a Thunderbolt and take out this Itsy Bitsy. So that is very, very nice. So fast Pokemon out of the way. But unfortunately, I cannot get rid of the Sticky Web because Hitmontop had to fall, but it is what it is. So here, I was actually debating whether to go for Volt Switch or not, but I figured he might want to try and switch out here. So, okay, he could bring it in and try to double out if he predicted me to not go for it. So I was just going to play the safe way, go for the Volt Switch. I also wanted to see if he would go for Protect, so something like that. And we're going to switch out and go out into Swampert. So Swampert is basically my clutch for this thing because I really don't want Crobat to take any more damage because he'll probably have to handle the Kyurem at some point in the battle. You guys will see that. So he's going to go for the Moonblast. It's going to do quite a bit of damage actually, but of course special attacking floor, just physical defensive Swampert doesn't really mix. So he's getting his leftovers recovery, which is of course fine, you know, it doesn't really affect me that much. And now I'm going to be able to go for Waterfall / Earthquake, it doesn't really matter. He's going to go for the Moonblast though, be able to do some damage to me, and I'm almost going to die, but I'm going to eat that up, be able to go for the Earthquake, and I don't know if I'm able to kill this thing here. I actually might be able to, and yes, I'm able to knock down Faux Breeze, so Faux Breeze is going to fall, which is nice. Very, very bulky special defensive wall out of the way, so now Jolteon has a lot of room to like go for Volt Switches and Thunderbolts and stuff like that, so that's really nice. God V2 is here now, and I think he does outspeed me because of the Sticky Web, so he's just going to be able to kill me, which of course is really okay. Swampert really did do his job, so I can't complain anyways. He doesn't give me any other way. I can't eat up any more hits anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So Swampert's going to fall, unfortunately, but of course, like I said, it doesn't really matter that much. And we're going to switch out into Jolteon. Now Jolteon, I just need to do a lot of damage with Thunderbolt. That's all I really need to do to this thing, so I am going to go for the Thunderbolt. It's going to do a lot of damage to this thing, so that is very nice. If I have a Specs, maybe you would have knocked it out, but I'm not sure. So he's gonna go for the Heavy Slam, be able to take out my Jolteon, but Jolteon did do its job. I really just needed it to do a lot of damage to this Aggron, so I cannot complain. Even if I had higher health, he would just would have went for Earthquake and I would have died, so it don't matter. So here is Cerberus, Cerberus. Sticky Web, of course, but it really doesn't matter. Now here he has this thing and Kyurem, I believe, left, and it's, you know, I'm in a bit of a clutch here because I have to kill this thing with Flamethrower, and if he comes in with Kyurem, and if it is indeed Scarfed Kyurem, if he has Focus Blast, he there's not a lot of way he can win this battle if he's Scarfed Kyurem. But I think he ends up being Life Orbed Kyurem. I think that's what he does reveal, but Kyurem, such a threat. So I was pretty scared of this thing, not gonna lie. I think he goes for Earth Power here, but in some weird world, Houndoom is able to, what? I thought I was able to live. That might be another battle. I'm a little out of it, like I said. I don't know. Leave a comment like super stupid or something. I don't know, whatever. So, Crobat is going to come in and be able to go for the Choice Banded Brave Bird, and thankfully, be able to take out this Kyurem. So, Crobat, I've not had a battle where Crobat has not came through, so that is freaking awesome. Crobat is so good. Oh my god. So that's gonna be that battle. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. Make sure you guys leave a like if you did enjoy. If you want to keep daily Wi-Fi battles coming, make sure you guys drop a like down below because that'd be very much appreciated. Also, do not forget to check out ScarfedSylveon in the description below. His Twitter and his YouTube will be there. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.